Yes, here we are.
Deci suntem la bordul camionului, noului camion Scania S770. Așa arată cabina. Aici este șoferul și proprietarul acestui camion, Nils, pe care îl voi întreba câteva întrebări despre impresiile lui de condus. So Nils, you are a very experienced truck driver, as I already got to know from your colleague. So please tell me, what are your first impression on this first trip with the new Scania Truck?
Well, my last truck before this one was not very old. It was less than 3 years old. So it looks like this one, but this is the latest model. There is a bigger engine and there is more equipment from the factory. So this is, my old truck was a very good one and also an expensive one, but this one is fantastic.
So if you had quite a fresh truck, I would say, what made you change the old one for the new one?
The most important reason, don't laugh now, but the most important reason, I'm so old, I'm 74 years old, I'm very interested in trucks, and I cannot, when I was younger, I could always say I can wait 1 or 2 years, but when you are 74, it's not for sure that you can buy another one in 3 or 4 years, so I am a little bit in a hurry now because I'm curious.
So it was more like an emotional acquisition.
Yes, a lot. But it is also, in my country, it is also, when you sell your old truck, when it is less than 3 years old, you get also a very good price because it looks like a new truck, and there is a lot of companies who want to buy such a truck because it is cheaper than a new one and you can deliver it immediately. Now, because of the corona pandemic, there is problems in all factories, not only truck factories but also for small cars, because you know, the factories, they buy a lot of things which they use to produce the trucks and the cars from suppliers all over the world. And you know, because of the corona, everything goes much more slowly. So there is a long waiting time when you order something new, because the production is delayed because of the pandemic. This is also an important thing to know.
Yeah, and you mentioned your age, and now I want to ask you, for how many years have you been driving trucks?
For 52 years now.
Wow. So you started like a young boy?
a young man, yeah, that's right. But I have also, no, I have only this truck and driving myself, I have no drivers. But for many years I had a lot of trucks and many people working for me. But that, you know, that is quite another life. Then you have to be in an office and to be administrator for everything, and you, when there is an accident, you are responsible in a way, and you have to find new drivers if somebody gets sick and so on. So this is for me, this is a much more relaxing work. And it's also a hobby, of course.
Are you as well a fan of Scania only, or you have been driving maybe other?
No, I am a Scania fan, very much a Scania fan. I had another truck for some years, a Duff, which also was a good truck. There is a lot of good products now, but in my opinion, Scania is #1.
And driving here, the most powerful truck with 770 horsepower, 3,000, I think, 700 Newton meters. Did you actually feel it like really being the most powerful truck ever driven by you?
Yes, definitely. And you know, normally I am driving in domestic in Norway. And you know, our country is filled up with high mountains, so we are crossing mountains, going down and going up again. So this is a useful truck to use in my country. When you go to Moldova, it's also some mountains, but you know, the weight of my load to Moldova this time was not very high, so you feel that you are driving empty.
And the V8 architecture, do you think it's also superior to maybe some inline engines? Maybe the better sound given you?
It's a better sound, definitely, but I see both in my country and in Europe generally, there is a lot of Scania, and also the competitors has a lot of engine from 300 horsepower up to 500, 600, 700. So everyone can find a truck which is the right truck for what it is going to be used for.
And this one, as I understand, is the most expensive truck from the Scania range. But from this model being the most powerful engine, as always, actually the most expensive you can buy from Scania now.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So you are a happy driver.
I'm a very happy driver. Yeah, that's right.
And as I got to know, you have been in Moldova before quite a lot of times.
Yes, this is my load number 65 to Moldova.
Wow.
But I have not driven all of them myself, because some years ago we often had two loads at the same time. So I was driving one of the trucks, and a driver from me drove the other one.
So was the road here like difficult, maybe tiring, especially crossing Romania, crossing then?
Romania was very bad some years ago, but now the roads in Romania has been is much better than they were. But you know, when we started to do this transport to Moldova and through Romania, it was in 1996, and the road was terrible in Romania. But you know, when Romania entered the European Union, we saw that they were rebuilding a lot. But one funny thing is that before, when the roads were very bad, we could pass Romania within fewer hours than today, because then there were no traffic.
Yeah.
Now the traffic, as every other place on this planet, traffic is increasing, and traffic jam, and everything takes more time.
And do you use intelligent cruise control on autobahns? With,
Yes.
And it kind of helps you very much with consumption.
Yes.
And during this trip, what was the average consumption? Just maybe some drivers are interested in.
You mean the use of diesel?
Yes, in this trip.
We say, I can see it here. I have to start up then. Shall we say? It is something like on 10 kilometers, driving 10 kilometers on the average, it's about 2.2 liter and 2.8 liter every 10 kilometers.
So it's about 22 to 28 liters per 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
That's quite a nice consumption for such a big truck.
Yes, it is.
Cabina este mișcată, deci deschisă, și vom vedea în curând marele motor V8.
Du må ta det i små doser, det kan bli for mye for deg.
Haideți să aruncăm o primă privire, fără a ne apropia prea mult. Uite aici stă inima acestui camion, un V8 de 16,4 litri. 770 de cai putere, 3700 Nm.
Hi, good morning.
Așadar, cabina este deschisă, putem să aruncăm o privire mai apropiată la motor.
Separate air condition systems. One in the engine while I'm driving. If it is hot outside, I can regulate the temperature. And one here, independent from the engine. So if I want to sleep in the night and it's very hot, I can start this one and chill down the inside of the cabin. Also, I have here under here, I don't know if you can see it. Here, of course, when I'm driving, I can regulate the temperature inside. But when I'm sleeping and it's cold outside, and in my country it can be very cold, so I start an oven who makes it warm inside during the night.
Is it like an optional extra feature?
Yes, yes. And it works very nice.
You probably also have this double glass for Scandinavian region. Or
We used to have double glass, but no, not anymore. Now they have constructed another type of glass which you don't need the double glass. It's
Okay.
impressive. They are very clever.
As I know, it is the first trip of this new truck since it was delivered to your company.
Yesterday, on Monday, it was the birthday of the truck. It was 1 week old.
Very nice.
And also the trailer is brand new. Here I have a system for warming or cooling or freezing. And I have the same there. So this is I can make a wall here, then I can have frozen goods in front or at the back and warm goods on the other side of the wall. Two separate temperatures.
That's really
And
impressive.
here you see those ones. Here I can make 2 floors. So I can have pallets, 33 pallets in the bottom and another 33 pallets upon, and I can decide myself exactly where, so that I can load 66 pallets. And you see here we have a system of securing the loads. In Norway we are driving a lot of small trailers to be used for small cars, and they are on wheels. So then we have to secure the load very properly, and then we use all these. So it can be, this truck is built to be able to transport all kinds of goods except goods which has to be loaded, big engines which has to be loaded by a big crane through the roof. And I can't do it, but otherwise I can do everything. In Norway there is a lot of wine imported from France and Italy and all over the world. But now my customer has started to import wine from Moldova, and more Norwegian discover the quality of the Moldovan wine. It's excellent, and this company is raising rapidly because of that.